to the channel, and welcome to just kind of a chit-chatty video that was kind of inspired. I shouldn't say kind of, it was inspired by a video that my lovely, beautiful friend Deb from Wild Unfiltered did very recently. And as I watched it and heard some of the things she was talking about, it made me question one thing sort of in particular, but it just spurred some thoughts going on in my head. I will obviously have Deb's channel and video linked below in the comment section, so please make sure if you have not watched that video that you please go ahead and click on that so you can go watch it. But yeah, with that, let's get into just some general chit chat. So in Deb's video, she talked about why she started a YouTube channel, and it was really about sort of therapy for her, and she had left her career of I think 30 some odd years, and this was something for her to do and connect with people both in this community and then eventually making friends. And so she then goes into talking about sort of the negative side of having a luxury YouTube channel. And one of the things she talked about, which I thought was really interesting, I don't know that I've really gotten comments. I feel like maybe I've gotten one comment about when we mention other luxury YouTubers in our videos. And yes, obviously we have built a friendship. So, most of you know, if you're subscribers of mine, I'm sure you're subscribers of this group as well, that, we've gotten together now 2 times, once in London, this last summer in August, we all got together here in New York City, and we've got plans for next year to get together. And I find it interesting. I don't really understand why people would get offended by us mentioning other, luxury YouTubers. It seems to me that if you're watching a luxury channel, and I'm going to get into this again with kind of the major thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, but I'm just kind of addressing some things that Deb went through. But it just kind of seems to me that if you're watching me or any of these other luxury YouTubers, you're watching them for a reason, right? I mean, you're not subscribed to us just for the hell of it, right? I mean, our assumption is you're subscribed to our channels because you also like luxury. And so, yeah, I'm not quite sure why it would offend people or why it would ruffle any feathers for us, mentioning another YouTuber. I can think of other luxury YouTubers who mention other creators, and I think it's just who you sort of initially connect with as a creator, sort of then who you build a friendship with, right? I think it just, like I said, it's just sort of how you as a creator and how your channel evolved and how you, like I said, sort of, I don't want to say aligned, but I loved Dale's channel way before I was a content creator, and reached out to her about different things, and I felt a connection with Dale just as a luxury lover, right? Not because I was a content creator. I valued her opinion. I thought that she, spoke really intelligently and seemed to be on the same wavelength as me, and right? And you, at least that's why I watch YouTube channels and why I'm subscribed to the channels regardless of whether it's in luxury or other genres, right? I subscribe to somebody's channel because I obviously am interested in whatever that genre is, but I'm subscribed to that particular person because of their personality, because I connect with them some way, right? If I didn't enjoy watching them, then I wouldn't be subscribed to them. But like I said, yeah, it's interesting to me that I guess Deb has gotten some feedback in her comments about, you know, her talking about Amelia or her talking about Meredith, whatever, you know, whatever the case is. It just happens to be that we're friends. And so we do share things and, you know, we message each other and things like that. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. But the other thing that Deb talked about was sort of this, you know, you can't please everybody with what you do, and that if you do anything sort of outside of what you either started doing or whatnot, there are going to be viewers and subscribers who don't like that, right? They like you in your lane. And it's interesting, I literally just did a video on my other channel about why people sort of hate on people taking GLP-1 medications, which I took to help me lose weight, and what I continue to take because I have the disease of obesity. And that is something that you use to treat the disease of obesity. But I talked about this idea that people perceive you when you're in a larger body. You play some kind of role in a social dynamic. And I'm still going to forget the name of the movie and what the acronym was, but it was sort of, it's the idea of, you know, you're the fat friend of the group, and sort of the role you play is that person in your friend group. But anyway, my point here is that, you know, those people in your friend group then may either be sabotaging you or be unhappy with you taking, in this case, the medication, because they see you in a certain way and they want to keep you in that certain way, right? You either serve some function, or, you know, they want you to stay in your lane, I guess, right? And maybe that's sort of similar, especially, you know, if you're a content creator and you, like I said, are doing sort of the same things, and then maybe you try something a little bit different. You know, I did mostly sit down videos, and then obviously when we moved to New York, I then started doing a bunch of vlogs. Now, that was pretty successful for me, but I think that's because, you know, people like to see people go shop and show beautiful things, right? That's why I started my channel. I love beautiful things, and I wanted to be able to share that with the world because I couldn't share it with anybody in my own, you know, real life kind of thing. But, you know, for some other creators, if they went and tried to start vlogging, it could be a complete, I don't want to say disaster, but their followers or their subscribers may be like, hey, you know, time out. This is not why I watch your channel. I don't want to see you, you know, cooking in the kitchen. You know, I don't want to see a day in your life kind of thing, because that's not why they're watching your channel. But creators are allowed to change, and like I said, and you know, maybe branch out a little bit into, you know, the content that they show. Because, you know, let's be honest, I mean, there's only sort of so many things you can talk about in this genre of this niche, as we call it, of luxury. And that brings me to kind of what I really wanted to talk about, which is something that Deb touched on, which is unboxings. So as I mentioned, in this niche of luxury handbags, or, you know, just luxury content, luxury lifestyle kind of things, you know, there are only sort of so many things that you are going to talk about if you are really going to stay focused in that niche, right? And so, you know, you can talk about, you know, like I just did the 1 year video of the wear and tear, or, you know, how my Chanel So Black Mini is holding up, right? You can do the what's in my bags. You can do the comparison videos between, you know, this bag and is one better, and those kind of things. You can do sort of ranking videos of, you know, what's the top 10 tote bags or something, or, you know, what are the best vacation bags, you know, those kind of things. But like I said, there's kind of a finite number of videos that you can do, unless you are going to do sort of these kind of thought-provoking. And I feel like Dale has talked about this before, of, you know, this concept of talking about things that, you know, a lot of people may not want to watch. And so who knows? I could put out this video and I could maybe get, you know, very few views. And if that's the case, then, you know, that's fine. But I think it's important. And so what I don't get is this concept, and I apologize, there is a siren in the background, but it is November 6th. Yes, it is the day after Election Day. Deep breath. And it is 79 degrees or 80 some odd degrees in the city of New York. But there's no global warming, people. Not at all. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I have the window open because it's a beautiful day in November. And so I have it open, but I just have it open like a tiny little crack because I know it bothers some of you. That's a whole nother subject. But anyway, so this idea of people not liking unboxing videos. Now, I know when we were in the pandemic, now I was not a content creator during the pandemic, but I certainly watched. I mean, I have watched luxury YouTube since, you know, like Minx for All, Minnie, and Jerusha were, you know, the OG luxury content creators, right? I mean, I'm talking, you know, 10 plus years ago, I've been watching luxury YouTube. You know, I just recently hit my 2-year anniversary in August. So, you know, I've watched a lot of it. And so I certainly watched during the pandemic. And I know that people, you know, were a little reticent during that time to do luxury hauls and to do luxury unboxings because they felt like it was, you know, maybe insensitive to people who were not as fortunate and didn't have as much disposable income, you know, during that time, whatever. But here's my question to you. And this kind of then, like I said, goes back to what I kind of started with, which is, why do you watch the channels that you watch? And why do you subscribe to the creators that you subscribe to? I get if somebody randomly stumbles upon my video and they think that luxury handbags are a complete waste of money. And, you know, maybe they watch one video and again, I don't know why you watch content that you have no interest in and that you really have a dislike for and then feel like you have to comment on the video, but again, different subject. But my point is, you know, aside from those people, the majority of people that are watching our videos are other luxury lovers. And so I never sort of really understood the whole, you know, oh, I shouldn't show an unboxing during this time because, you know, it's being insensitive. I tend to think that the people who watch our videos are people who are also luxury lovers and also people who buy and partake in luxury. And so I guess, like I said, that really gets to my question, which is, why do people not like unboxings? If you think that it's boastful or somehow bragging about what you have and what you got, I don't understand why you watch that creator or me or, you know, anybody in the luxury space and subscribe to them. Like, I just, it makes kind of no sense to me. I can sort of understand the idea of people not liking haul videos, because I think that you can enjoy luxury, but perhaps you don't think that there should be this sort of overconsumption, and, you know, you should be very cognizant of what you're buying, and you know, and that's sort of what my whole low buy, no buy year has been about, right? Trying to be more mindful about the purchases that I make, because I really felt like last year I was not mindful. I just bought, and, you know, don't get me wrong, I love the majority of the things that I bought, but I've also, you know, moved some of those things along as well. And so, like I said, I can kind of understand somebody who's watching a luxury channel and maybe doesn't like to watch hauls, because, like I said, maybe they're more of somebody who doesn't like the overconsumption or feels that that is overconsumption. But an unboxing, I just, you know, let me know in the comments below why, if you are, like I said, watching a luxury channel, would you be upset by an unboxing video? Unless maybe you think that the person unboxes something, you know, every day of the week, or, you know, every week of the year or something like that. And, you know, then I guess I get that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the luxury to do that. So, you know, obviously I can't unbox things every week on my channel. But, you know, just the, I guess, sort of occasional, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe once a month. And I realize, and I think all of us in the luxury space 100% are very aware that we are in a privileged place to be buying these things, and that we own more of these items than one person needs, right? I mean, we've all had this discussion on our channels about, you know, why we buy these things, and, you know, there's absolutely no true worth to them, right? We don't need any of these things. You know, you could just take a $10 bag from Walmart and use that as your purse, and you would be just fine, right? You don't have to own a luxury handbag to live your life. So I get that. But like I said, I kind of feel like if you're subscribed and watching a luxury channel, you kind of have to know that you're gonna get some unboxings, because we like to buy new things. I mean, I love beautiful things. And so, yes, I've certainly bought a whole lot less this year, and I'll absolutely talk about that at the beginning of next year, and my thoughts about my no buy, low buy year, and about the bags that I've bought and how I feel about that and all that. But I am still buying luxury items, and I love that. So anyway, I feel like I'm just rambling, but you know, let me know in the comments below, why do you think, and like I said, I'm specifically speaking of people who are luxury channel watchers and subscribers, right? I'm not talking about the random person who just stumbles upon your video because it happened to somehow get in their, you know, homepage feed. And they click on it and watch it. And again, I don't know why you would watch it if you have absolutely no interest in it and you have a disdain for it, but whatever, I can't do that. I'm not talking about those people, but I'm talking about, you know, sort of these people that Deb was talking about, which is people who may make comments on our videos of, you know, why are you buying this? I realize that the Dior saddlebag that I just revealed on my channel, let's say my bag was $200, right? We've all watched Tanner Leatherstein and him deconstructing bags and telling you, you know, how much the actual materials would cost, and, you know, then adding in labor that it would cost this, okay? None of us who buy these things buy them because we think that they are worth the money. And by worth, I mean I'm getting what I paid for as far as value of materials and the labor, right? We're paying for the name. We are paying for their marketing. We are paying for their overhead. We are paying for all of those things. And that's okay with us. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like them to be cheaper, but we're not stupid. We know going into it that we are paying for something that absolutely comes nowhere near the cost of what we're paying for it. But that's the choice that we make. So my point is, like I said, I would be curious to know why, like I said, you know, if you watched our videos and you make a comment about, you know, oh, well, that bag probably only cost X amount to make. Yeah, I know that. And anyway, like I said, I feel like I'm just rambling now. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. This video has gone on for long enough, so I'm going to let you all go. If you enjoyed it, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up because, you know, I don't know, there may only be 3 people that watch this video. And to those 3 of you, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you enjoy this kind of content, luxury content, and you haven't subscribed, I would love to see you back here. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. If you haven't had enough of watching luxury content from me, there'll be another video over here in the corner that you can click on to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.